Welcome back to The Explainer. Okay, today we are diving into something that literally affects anyone who parks a car outside in an extreme climate. We're talking about the Mojave Desert. Places like Vegas, Henderson. Out here, vehicle detailing, it's not some fancy cosmetic luxury. No, it is a mandatory survival strategy for your car. We're going to break down exactly what this environment does to your vehicle, and more importantly, how to actually defend it.
So picture your vehicle right now, just sitting out there in the driveway or parking lot. If you're in the desert, your car is currently braving one of the absolute harshest environments in North America. See, we usually think of wear and tear as, mileage or hitting potholes, but there's this silent, scorching battle happening on your clear coat and your dashboard every single day. The environment is actively attacking your paint. So it begs the question, is the desert quietly destroying your car right under your nose?
Well, to answer that, just look at this number, 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Now get this, that is not the air temperature. A Henderson summer might hit 110, maybe 120 degrees in the air. But 160? That's the actual surface temperature your car's exterior can reach during the peak of summer. Think about that. At 160 degrees, the normal rules of car care completely go out the window. Standard waxes literally melt. Clear coats break down. Rubber seals dry out. It's wild.
So here's our game plan for today's explainer. 1. The desert vehicle threat. 2. Why quick washes fail. 3. The ceramic coating shield. 4. Fortifying the cabin interior. And 5. The mobile detailing advantage.
All right, let's jump straight into Section 1, the desert vehicle threat.
The Vegas environment really is a perfect storm for destroying cars. There's this quote from our source material that I absolutely love because it just hits the nail on the head. The Nevada sun is a relentless, 93 million mile away nuclear reactor. I mean, wow. Think about it. For over 310 sunny days a year, your car's just baking under intense UV radiation. Sure, we can go inside to the AC, but your car? It's stuck out there, taking a physical beating day in and day out.
We're basically up against what I like to call the 4 horsemen of Vegas car damage. First up, intense UV rays. This isn't just about heat. UV chemically oxidizes your paint. It's exactly why you see those vibrant red cars turn a chalky pink or black cars fade to a dull gray. Second, extreme heat. Like we said, 160 degrees on the surface. That melts standard carnauba wax in days and just destroys unprotected dashboards. Third is airborne dust and sand. The Mojave is super windy, and that sand acts like literal sandpaper, creating all these tiny micro-scratches. And finally, hard mineral water. The water out here in Vegas and Henderson is incredibly hard. If it dries on your car, alkaline minerals physically etch permanent spots right into the clear coat. It's brutal.
Which brings us to Section 2, why quick washes fail.
Okay, so human nature kicks in. Your car is dusty, and you think, I'll just run it through a quick automated wash. But listen, if you take away only one thing from this explainer, make it this. Automated tunnel washes are absolute torture for your paint. You know those giant spinning brushes? Yeah, they're basically slapping your car with all the abrasive dirt and grit left over from the muddy truck that went through right before you. So you're actually paying money to get thousands of tiny scratches, swirl marks, whipped into your clear coat. It completely strips your protection and leaves your paint wide open to that nuclear reactor in the sky.
So you're probably thinking, okay, fine, I'll just wash it myself in the driveway. Great intentions, really, but a DIY wash with a normal garden hose here, it's kind of a recipe for disaster. Because the air is so hot and dry, the water evaporates ridiculously fast, way before you can dry it off. And what gets left behind? Heavy mineral deposits. Using a garden hose with Henderson's hard water basically guarantees these hard water spots that literally bake into the clear coat. If you leave them too long, you'll need professional chemical treatments just to get them out.
Let's look at the fix in Section 3, the ceramic coating shield.
Right, so if tunnel washes ruin your paint and driveway washes bake minerals into it, what's the actual solution? Enter ceramic coating. Think of it as a liquid polymer you apply to the exterior that chemically bonds with the factory paint. It doesn't just sit on top like an old-school wax. It cures into this semi-permanent, super durable, UV-resistant shield, and it's hydrophobic. That's a fancy word that just means it fiercely repels water and dirt. Instead of water pooling up and leaving mineral spots, it beads up and rolls right off. Plus, it acts as a sacrificial layer that takes the hit from the UV rays, so your actual clear coat doesn't have to.
Let's compare the numbers on this ceramic coating versus traditional wax. Look at durability. A traditional wax gives you what, maybe 1 to 3 months of protection in a normal place? But out here, in 160-degree heat,
It melts off in a matter of days. Ceramic coating lasts 2 to 5 years, and the heat resistance of ceramic is incredibly high, while wax is, well, practically zero out here. So yeah, ceramic coating is definitely an upfront investment, but it's really the only cost-effective, long-term choice for desert drivers. You apply it once, and you stop throwing money away on temporary waxes that just turn to liquid anyway.
Moving inside the car now for Section 4, fortifying the cabin interior.
We've armored the outside, but man, the cabin of a parked car can easily hit 140 degrees. It's literally a convection oven. The absolute first line of defense is window tinting. But here's a really surprising twist. Most of us only think of tinting for summer heat, but winter tinting? It's an absolute critical safety necessity. In the winter, the sun hangs super low on the horizon, so if you're driving west during a Vegas winter at say 4:30 p.m., you're getting a blinding laser beam of sunlight right into your eyes. Visors do nothing, sunglasses don't help. Professional tinting is a year-round shield against that blinding winter glare, not just a summer luxury.
And beyond the glass, you've got to protect the materials in there. I mean, if you've ever grabbed a steering wheel in July, you know it feels like grabbing a branding iron. That extreme heat just sucks the moisture straight out of your leather, leaving it looking like a cracked, dry lake bed. It can even fry your dashboard electronics. And no, wiping a dash with those generic, shiny wipes from the auto parts store is not going to save it from the Mojave sun. Your interior needs professional, climate-specific hydration and deep penetrating UV sealants to keep the plastics flexible and the leather actually supple.
So how do we actually get this done? Section 5, the mobile detailing advantage.
Look, we're all busy. How do you implement this without losing your entire Saturday sitting in a shop? Well, the modern fix is mobile detailing. Step 1, you skip the waiting room completely. Step 2 is where the magic happens. These technicians arrive fully equipped. And no, they aren't using your hard garden hose water. They bring their own spot-free, professionally filtered water and their own power. Step 3, they turn your driveway or even your office parking lot into a high-end detailing bay. It's premium care that actually works around your schedule, which is a total game changer.
And why does all this matter? Let's talk dollars and cents for a second. Let's look at the cost of doing nothing. If you let that desert sun oxidize your clear coat until it starts peeling off, a full car repaint is going to run you anywhere from $3,000 to $8,000. Ouch! If your leather cracks and the dashboard splits, interior restoration is easily $1,500 to $4,000. And that doesn't even factor in how fast your car's resale value tanks. When you look at it that way, proactive professional detailing isn't just about having a shiny, pretty car. It's a strategic, financial investment to dodge massive repair bills down the road.
Which brings us to our final thought for today. I really want you to think back to your car, sitting out there baking in the Mojave sun right now. The environmental assault is literally happening as we speak. So ask yourself, is your vehicle armored or is it aging? Hopefully this explainer gave you the game plan you need to make sure your car survives and thrives out there. Thanks so much for joining me today, and seriously, go check on your clear coat. Keep learning, protect your investments, and I'll catch you on the next one.